After our first episode of the podcast, we had to go over to get some hash browns. Zach, how many hash browns did you get?
3. Because that's the only good breakfast food they have there.
Alright. Zach, tell us about your pancake deal.
So, basically you can buy one pancake, and if you have the McDonald's app, you can get another one for 1 cent.
So you got, how much were these pancakes?
Oh, I thought there was just one hot cake. You got another set?
Yeah, I got a whole
one
other
cent?
set for 1 cent. So it's kind of like the Burger King deal they have. But,
Look at that. That's 1 penny.
wonderful. 1 penny.
And then we each got an apple pie because reasons.
Because they're good?
However, we waited for mine forever, then I got my McGriddle.
Yeah, but you got prime packaging.
I got premium packaging.
Okay,
On the hash.
so that's Jeremy's.
Look how tiny. It literally fits in my palm.
Look at my packaging. It's like low class.
That's what happens when they make you wait.
Hey guys, welcome back to the pineapple. Oh. That's like ASMR for food.
That sound that you got to hear was a close-up crunch of a McDonald's perfect hash brown.
I had prime packaging.
Mm-hmm.
I feel cheated. Mine didn't come in a cool box thing.
Yeah. This is going to be probably the least productive podcast ever as we all try to eat our hash browns.
Yep. Oh well. What are we talking about next?
Food.
Oh, but not McDonald's.
No.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Breakfast burritos.
Ooh, breakfast burritos?
Breakfast burritos.
Dude, those are good. Market Street ones are really good.
All right.
I think we should point out
Before
real
you
quick
spoil it,
that Zach got his entire 3-stack of pancakes for 1 cent.
I'll probably put that clip in the podcast.
Do it.
I will. So y'all will actually get to see what we're doing right now. But, yes, very, very proud of his couponing.
Deal. Very good deals. And I'm not much of a couponer, but the McDonald's app has a lot of really good deals.
Dude, I think a dragon bit my leg. It itches really bad.
A dragon?
A dragon, Zach.
I
So,
got it.
all right. Zach, on my right. Do you like breakfast burritos?
You see, I wasn't a very big fan of breakfast burritos not too long ago. Maybe about till like 3 or 4 years ago. First of all, I'm not a very big fan of eggs in general.
I can see that.
But, so when I was in high school, I was in track, and we used to go to like this Mexican restaurant, and it was called Perlitas. It's kind of like a Ronda's here in Lubbock, but essentially you could get. They were known for their like really good burritos, and what they would do is like they would give you like a really big loaded burrito. So it'd be like a Chipotle version of a breakfast burrito.
Dang.
So it was a big old boy right there. And you could just load it up with, they'd put bacon, chorizo, egg, beans, whatever you need to, cheese, a lot of cheese on there, and it just melts on there. So
My favorite part of what you just said was the chorizo. My
Eggs and
grandma
chorizo.
always used to put it, whenever she made me eggs, whenever we would go over, she would put that into my eggs. And like, nobody else really ever does that. But it makes it kind of spicy. It's good.
yeah, and that like if I'm gonna eat like eggs by themselves, like I eat them with chorizo. Like that's how the chorizo mix in there. It's really good.
And you got your scrambled eggs and your chorizo, and you got your refried beans on the side.
I just have to say, this McDonald's apple pie is completely different from when they were when I was a kid.
Are they better?
Very different.
I don't know. They're fancy. Before, it was all like one texture, and it was less like apple chunks and more just like a filling.
Oh, yeah.
They're like completely different. And they got like this sugar sprinkle thing on the top.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I think I've had those
they
before,
changed
but
the recipe for
Yeah.
the apple pie.
I like these.
They're fresher, but the old ones used to be kind of like your traditional like fried
The
apple
old ones
pies.
were, yeah, like a traditional simple fried apple pie. This is kind of fancy.
Yeah.
These are the ones I normally get.
And they're 79 cents.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Anywho, all right, Zach.
So
Where are you going for your breakfast burrito?
if I'm going just to get a quick breakfast burrito really quick. That sounds weird.
I think it's a
Like
gas
quick, fine.
station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to Market Street.
Hey, I'll
Alright.
see you there.
You probably will. So, Market Street, you know, you got kind of like the Subway type of deal. You just tell them what you want in your burrito. And then as soon as you get to the end of the line, you just check out, you get your drink, and you just leave. So,
Just like that.
Yeah. We used to go and get breakfast burritos like before our soccer games and stuff all the time. And yeah, you get I like to get mine with like the regular like beans, cheese, sausage, eggs, and salsa.
Sounds good. Any other place besides Market Street you go to for your breakfast burritos?
I like to make them at home.
That is not what I asked you.
Do I go anywhere else? I said my kitchen.
You pay for a breakfast burrito at your house?
I pay for the eggs that I make them with
Wait.
at Market Street.
Oh my gosh.
Let me think. I don't. Every now and then we'll get. I'm trying to remember. I think there's another place, but
Walmart. Well,
yeah, United's just like where I always go.
how I do mine is there's two ways at Market Street. One is just a classic. Sometimes they're pre-made, depending on which one. I went to the one on 19th, and sometimes they already have them like pre-made.
Oh, okay.
Just like the simple ones for like $2. It's just, and I get like just the bacon, egg, and cheese one. Just real simple, real good. However, I changed mine. I started changing mine up the last couple of months. I don't put eggs in my burritos at Market Street.
You don't put eggs in them?
No.
What do you put?
Cheesy hash browns.
Wait, they have cheesy hash
The
browns?
ones on 50th, they have cheesy hash browns.
What?
And I use that as an egg. So it's like the tortilla. I still put in my refried beans.
Wait.
Cheesy hash browns.
Okay, hold on. Are they like the square hash browns
No.
or like the long stringy ones?
Closer to the stringy. It's like a cheese hash brown casserole.
Okay.
And then just scoop it in.
Mm.
With the refried beans
Yeah.
and ham if they have ham. If not, probably bacon.
Yeah.
And then your salsa and your cheese. And I usually get like the grilled onions and like bell peppers and stuff in it. But yes, cheesy hash browns in the Market Street burrito is amazing.
I didn't even know that you could get cheesy hash browns
Yeah.
in a burrito. Because I always go to the one on 19th.
Yeah. I don't know if they have them there. I don't remember.
I don't think they do.
But
They have two different types of sausage though. They have like
Yeah.
the ground up one and then like the slices.
Yeah.
I always get the slices. I like those better.
cool. But then there's two other places. Rudy's, those breakfast
Rudy's?
burritos.
I didn't even know they had breakfast.
Yeah,
Rudy's.
I think it's more like a cater type thing.
Oh, okay.
Like we get them for like work stuff, but I've had them, and their breakfast burritos are very good. And then also Rosa's has breakfast burritos that are very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to make breakfast burritos. It's like you can do like barbecue style, where you can put like barbecue meats and stuff in it. You know, like your grilled sausage and your brisket in with your eggs. Or you can do like just regular bacon, egg, and cheese. Or you can do like Zach and I like to do and put chorizo and beans in them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways you can make them. One of the ways I like to do it at home sometimes is I do a sunny side up egg. Just throw that into a corn tortilla. Add a little bit of butter.
I hate corn tortillas.
What is wrong with you? I love corn tortillas with butter. They're so good. So you just get like regular sunny side up egg. You throw it into your corn tortilla, and then you put some Tabasco into it. That's really good.
Interesting. Hey, Zach, you want to tell the world about your taco? I know not exactly burrito, but your taco you were telling me about at when we were at McDonald's with the
Which taco?
the waffle taco.
Oh yeah. So you can make this regularly only works if you have like a thin waffle. So I'd say like a Eggo brand waffle. And basically what you want to do is have you ever seen those like waffle ice creams that they sell at the convenience stores? It's sort of like that. You basically just you throw your waffle in the toaster, you get it out, you fold that bad boy in half, and just put whatever you want in there. So I go ahead and put things like whipped cream, sometimes ice cream, put a little chocolate syrup in there, and you just load her up, and you got yourself a breakfast taco.
That sounds like a good recipe to get diabetes.
It is. It's more of a Saturday meal.
Okay.
So,
A
Like
Saturday
like
meal?
Saturday morning meal.
yeah.
Get up early.
When you're not getting your 1 cent stack of pancakes.
Yeah, whenever you're not getting very good deals, that's a good deal in itself.
Like right before you go sit down on the couch to watch your Saturday morning cartoons, you get your Eggos, you put some chocolate syrup in them, you
Yes.
fold it in half.
Yes.
You forgot the whipped cream.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
and the
I
whipped
wouldn't
cream.
recommend this to anybody that's under the age of 24.
Anyone that's under the age of 24?
Zach.
Over the age of 24.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm like,
I'm
I'm
like,
like, Zach, you're not
I messed it
24.
I mixed it up. Yeah.
You don't recommend.
Yeah, you
So
can
basically,
get very serious health issues from that.
so only when you're young.
Yeah, that's one.
They're like
Yeah.
ageism.
I mean, it's one way to put it.
Anywho, so
Dude, that
Yeah.
reminds me of when my dad, he made, it was like a hamburger, but we used donuts for buns.
I'd seen that before.
But like it was always just a meme. But then we actually did it and ate it. It was
Please
the
tell
most-
me you at least put lettuce on that hamburger.
No, there was still lettuce. It was the most unhealthy way to eat a hamburger. And it honestly didn't taste as good as it looked. The sugar just didn't mix well
I just
with
have
the
to
meat.
take a moment to admire the precision that Zach is using to butter these pancakes.
You have to.
Like, there's no butter lumps. Like, it's literally spread out completely smooth and it completely equally distributed. It's like someone shaving really well. I don't know. That's the first random thing I thought of. 'Cause that's out of shaving cream and butter. It looks the same.
What?
I don't
It's an
know.
art form.
Basically.
It is an art.
That's the way I do when I make like a sandwich. I have to spread my condiments evenly across the bread. There can't be like a higher concentration in the middle.
So, dude, this apple pie is amazing. But
I
do you
told you.
know what's not awesome? Apple MacBooks.
Oh,
got
him!
dang.
Got him! So, what's up with the 2016 MacBook Pro? Isn't that the one Jordan has?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were making fun of her in 2016 when she got it.
Yeah. So the backlight shuts off completely after opening and closing the lid to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't hear about this, so
Hang on, I have
explain
pie in my
what's going
mouth. So, is that honey or syrup?
This is good old syrup.
Okay. For some reason, I saw that H-O and it looked like I was going to say honey. Okay. So, yeah. So these are what? Barely 3 years old at the most?
Yeah.
Right? Wait, no. 2016, 2017. So these are 3 going on 4 years old.
on. Yeah.
But apparently it's been happening since last year. So basically just by opening and closing it like a certain amount of times, then the way that it's designed, I'll put a picture in the podcast because I saw a picture of it.
Okay.
So like, it makes sense when you look at it. Then it like rubs up against the
Is it against the cable?
yeah. Except the way it's designed, okay, because it's a weaker ribbon cable
Yeah.
that they use that they wanted to use instead of like the wire that they normally use. And so basically, in the way it's designed, you have to replace the display. I think I wrote this down. Let me make sure I'm reading it right. You have to replace. Yeah, you have to fix the display and you can't get to the cable.
So you can't fix the $6 cable.
No, you have to spend $600 to replace the display instead of the $6 cable because of the way that they designed it.
That's retarded.
Yeah. So that is like
Apple goofing again.
yeah, but goofing to make money. Get $600, you could like almost get a new computer.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
It's like in their design plan, they're like, we're gonna make this. Whenever you open and close the screen a certain amount of times, it'll disintegrate the cable, so the screen won't work.
It's like it was in the fine print, like after precisely 721 times of opening and closing, display will malfunction. You don't have a 2016 MacBook Pro, do you? Okay, good.
But I do know I am familiar with Apple's tactics and their products.
Well, just
if
make
anybody
it.
remembers their infamous chargers, they always tend to fringe at the end.
Yeah.
And, they just become useless. So, I think that
Good to strangle
I think
people
that's a
with.
good theory, though. Apple does. There's something going on in Apple. They don't like their products to
last very long. Typically,
But
they
yeah,
last
they
about
still
2
purchase.
years.
just in time for you to get the next upgrade.
Yeah, that's always how it goes. It's like, oh, your phone breaks. Well, hey, guess what? The new iPhone's coming out in like a couple days.
Yep.
You gonna read the next one while I swallow?
Yeah. Xiaomi? What is that? Xiaomi phone?
I think it's Xiaomi.
Xiaomi phone. It sounds Chinese.
It is.
Phone tablet folds 3 times, and it said it looks normal.
Yeah, I wrote that so I'll remember. So, it looks like a 7-inch tablet,
That's a pretty big tablet. Not really big, but big for a phone.
but it's like this way. Okay, it's horizontally. It's okay, and then it folds in thirds,
Okay.
and so then it's basically like a normal phone in the middle, but there's still like screen on the back,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like really cool.
I'm gonna look it up. Real quick.
Look
I
it
just
up.
wanna-
So like, so
Xiaomi
basically,
phone.
imagine if this phone had like, it was split in, it was like 50% of this size on each side, and then it right here, then it like folded in the back. It actually looks really well. It's currently a prototype, and they're trying to decide if they want to
That's not
commit
it.
to it. So, we were talking like a month or two ago about the folding phones and stuff, and how like weird they looked. You found it yet?
Nope. I can't find it.
Okay,
That's
so
not the way you
basically,
spell it, so I'm not going
Probably
to find
not.
like the phone. Oh well. Anyway, I got the description ish.
so it folds instead of folding in half or something awkward, it folds into thirds, but it folds in like behind.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Okay.
I thought it was worth mentioning. Because you can use it like as a tablet, because it's like a full tablet size.
Yeah.
And then you can fold it up in its phone size.
Is it really thick?
It wasn't too bad.
Is it manageable?
Yeah, it was manageable.
Okay.
Especially, I mean, if you think about it, that's how thick phones were 5, 7, 8, 9 years ago, whatever. When they were getting bigger and still trying to keep, like before, phones were getting like real chunky for a time.
Yeah.
And then they started slimming out once they kind of figured out how to save space and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like that, like the peak of like the chunky phones
Okay.
that were smartphones.
Yeah.
And so, nothing that we haven't had in recent memory.
Okay.
But
Maybe it's worth it. Maybe not. I don't know.
well, what if?
I'll be looking out for
yeah.
some reviews.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted like a tablet that's a phone that can switch between tablet and phone size.
I mean, I don't even know if we can get this in the U.S. because a lot of
Well,
phones are
right
like,
now it's a prototype.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to see. They're just kind of testing the water, seeing who's interested to see if it's worth completely going all in on. But the design looks pretty nice. But
What's the next thing? Google working on blocking ad blockers.
yeah, for their like Chromium extensions. So, what do you have to say about that?
They're working on blocking ad blockers.
Yes,
I mean, it makes sense for them because they get all their money from
through
ads.
ads. And when the ads are on the
But-
screen, Google gets paid. But by having ad blockers, then it like keeps your stuff clear, but then they don't get paid. So now they're trying to block your ad blockers so that they get paid.
Then we're gonna have
Ad
blocking
block-
ad blocking blockers.
Basically, Google's a blockhead.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's Huey Lewis.
That's Charlie Brown.
I was referring to the hip to be square.
Not talking about Charlie Brown.
No. What ifs? So yeah, that's I don't know how that's gonna go over. I don't think it'll go over very well. The internet might explode if that really happens.
You know what? Ralph just might break the internet.
Oh.
Wreck-It Ralph 3 is going to be him wrecking ad blockers.
That'd be pretty funny. Did you ever see the second one?
Not yet. I kept procrastinating.
I haven't seen it.
Nathan saw it.
Zach, did you see it?
I saw it.
Is it good?
It's pretty good. There's some pretty emotional, touching moments in there.
For real?
So.
How is like the internet part? Like, do you think they portrayed that pretty well?
Well, they added like some pretty cool. Like it's like it's a bit dated. Like you can tell it wasn't made by our generation, so it's like a little corny in some areas, but
That kind of sounds funny.
yeah. But overall, like I think it was a pretty decent portrayal. Like
So
the whole thing.
whenever it shows like all the websites and stuff, it doesn't have like TikTok and Vine and stuff like that.
No, it
It's
doesn't
just,
have
like,
that stuff. So
just, like,
fortunately
Facebook
for
and
us,
Twitter.
it doesn't have all the cringy stuff in there. It has some cringy stuff, but it has like a couple like really smart jokes that like you'll get like if you're like really into tech. So
Yeah.
I appreciated some of the stuff they
Huh.
did there.
That's
So.
pretty cool.
I'm planning
I
on
always-
watching it. I just didn't want to go see it in theaters.
Yeah, I always appreciate when they include stuff like for a specific audience, like just
Yeah.
references to get.
Like they had like some
Like
they
Shrek.
had, like a dark web reference and stuff, and it was like really cool. And I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. And
Like a black spider web.
yeah, and they had like a couple like they had like a joke, like ongoing joke about ads and stuff, and like it's pretty cool. Some of the stuff is pretty cool in that
Huh.
movie.
I'll watch it eventually. Just
Yeah.
didn't want to go see it in theaters.
I don't think it's good.
I was
enough
pretty
that you should
hesitant
watch
about
Yeah.
it. Just because I liked the first one a lot back in the day, and it's been a while. Not everyone can pull an Incredibles where the second movie is just as good as the first.
Yeah.
That's one
So-
thing I think it lacked was like the shock value like that you got from the first movie, like because like everybody was so hyped because they're like, oh, Sonic's in there, Mario's in there, you know,
Yeah.
like oh, that's like so cool. Like this time you kind of know what's there, and you're like, yep.
Yeah, there you go. But,
As long as it wasn't a letdown like the Ready Player One movie.
Yeah, I don't think it was a letdown.
oh, I was
Okay.
thinking like Cars 2.
Cars
That's
2
2
was-
straight weeks we talked about Cars 2.
Shrek.
That's true.
I just had to put that in there.
Did you see the Ready Player One movie?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I heard it had some mixed reviews. Some people like thought it was awesome, and like other people were like, from like a different standpoint,
I
they were
heard
like
that,
it's not
like-
that good.
90% of the people I heard that saw it said it was pretty bad.
I thought it was.
Only
Okay.
a handful liked it.
My dad said he liked it. Okay, but he hasn't read the book.
Yeah.
It's really bad compared to what the original story is supposed to be. Like, it's a good standalone movie. You know, it's got some cool references and stuff.
So it wasn't like true to the source material.
It-
So it was like,
it, like-
not a good adaptation.
It's not a good adaptation of what the book was.
So are you telling me you might as well have called it the third Percy Jackson movie?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
That bad.
Yeah, it was like
But
on the level of
going
Percy
in
Jackson,
going
like,
in
the-
blindly though, if you never read the book and didn't know anything about the book, would it be an okay movie?
It would be an okay movie.
Okay.
You know,
I think that's kind of like the general consensus that I was seeing from like the reviews for it, is like true fans didn't like it at all, and then like people that just saw it because like the concept of it and like that were just like, oh, it's virtual reality, this looks like a cool movie.
yeah.
Like those people really kind of liked it, but like true fans were like,
No.
it's not.
This is,
true
yeah,
to
that's
the-
not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read the book before I saw the movie.
I remember you were like cramming it.
Yeah. And the book was really good. I really enjoyed the book, which is kind of rare for me because I don't like reading very much. And then I saw the movie, and I was going in like super hype. I'm like, yes, like this is gonna be a great movie because the book was so good. And then they just completely ruined it for me. So yeah.
Ready Player One. That wasn't even in the script.
Do you think this is one
I
of
don't
those
even know
movies
why.
that would deserve like a reboot in the future? Like,
Potentially.
Second chance.
Maybe like a couple of years down the line, if they got like a new.
What year it came out in, like 2017?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Or was it 16? It was 7. It wasn't that old. It was 17, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was 18. It was 17, I'm pretty sure.
It was last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was that recent? It was.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
it must have been
17.
at the beginning. I think
Wait,
it was
was
at the
it
beginning.
of
It was at the
2018?
beginning of
It was at the
2018.
beginning of 2018. I'm pretty sure.
So about a year ago.
Yeah.
So what do you think is an appropriate time to wait? Like 5 years or longer?
I'd say give it another 2 to 3 years.
That's it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, look at how fast they've been rebooting Spider-Man.
That's
Yeah, they
different.
rebooted
That's
it so many
Sony.
times.
Yeah. Okay. What I would do for it is take like
Who made
like
the movie?
Hobbit. I don't remember which studio. You know, like how The Hobbit has like 3 movies just from one book that they're doing it off of.
I thought it was 2 movies.
Isn't it 3 movies?
I thought it was part 1,
I think
part
it was-
2.
I thought it was maybe 3.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure there's 3
I've heard
movies for The
people say
I
Hobbit.
probably didn't go see the third one because I'm like, what?
Okay, yeah. So The Hobbit, it's not a long book, okay? But obviously it's a book, so there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
They took the time to make 3 movies for it, and I think the movies were pretty good because they represented the book really well because it took a long time to do all of them. They would have to do something like that in order to not like mess up the book because there's so much stuff and there's so many references.
So now that we've talked about Wreck-It Ralph and Ready Player One,
What else are we talking about in the tech department?
Google. Oh wait, we already did that one. Possible Pixel Watch this fall.
Is that like a leak or just a rumor?
It's like a leak of a rumor.
A leak of a rumor?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pixel Watch. So is everybody making watches now?
Apparently.
I would buy that.
Wait, what watch do you have?
The Asus ZenWatch?
Asus doesn't make watches anymore, do they?
No.
Yeah, because that's what Reese has in Asus.
Yeah, we have the same one.
Oh, you have the exact same watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to him Wednesday, and he's like, "Yeah, they don't even make watches anymore." It's like, dang.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It still runs fairly well.
You've had it for a good amount of time too, like 3 years.
I would say, yeah, about.
Yeah, I think it's been about 3 years. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's treated me well.
Treated you well.
Yep. Stays alive. I think I can end the day with about 50% battery left if I'm not using it like a ton.
That sounds still pretty good.
Yeah.
So in the fall, you will be on 3.5 years of your watch. Would you make a switch to a Pixel Watch?
Yes. I think, well, it depends on like
If it's
what the
useful.
new features are, you know? I'm not just going to get a new watch just like if it's made by Google.
Right.
Obviously it's pretty cool, but it needs to, you know how like the Pixel Buds, how it can do like live translation?
Yeah.
If the watch could do something like that, that'd be really cool.
Well, our watches have Google Translate.
I know, but it's, if they like integrated that, it made it better. Kind of like how the way the earbuds do, like they just listen and then they just say it.
So you'll have
You can
your
just keep
Pixel
doing it.
earbuds, your Pixel phone, and your Pixel Watch on your Pixel book. Wait, maybe scratch the last one.
No Pixel Book.
No one wants a Pixel book.
That's hot garbage.
Pretty much. So what's a feature besides the live translation would you want to see in the Pixel Watch to separate it from like the other watches?
I think it doesn't need to do anything like new and extraordinary.
Holograms.
No. The hydrogen red phone tried that and it doesn't work. It doesn't need to do anything new or anything insane. Like, leave that to Samsung. It just needs to make everything that watches are supposed to do really good. So, if you wanted to use your watch to, like, take a phone call, like, make the microphone really good. So that way the other person doesn't be like, why can't I hear you? Or whatever. Like-
I tested on this one. Everyone says they hear me pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
but,
Nally didn't know it was.
Maybe, like, make the speaker better so you can actually use it, like, every day instead of having to use your phone to take phone calls. Make it really good at that. Or make it so you can use the maps on your watch really good. You know,
Okay.
like the GPS
Oh
better.
yeah, maps. That would be really good.
You know, like, it just improve
Yeah.
the stuff that's already there.
Dude,
Maybe make the battery
it
life
will
better.
have. I got it. It's Pixel. Okay, so this has to have the best camera for a watch.
A camera on your watch?
Yes,
I don't know how I feel about that.
you can just be like. That was me showing him how that would look,
Oh.
in case y'all confused by the silence.
What I would like to see is a flashlight.
Well, I have an on-screen flashlight.
But it's just the screen brightness.
Yeah.
If it had like a little flashlight, like a little flash.
Yeah,
on
there
it,
you go. I'd
you
give
could like
you that.
shine it. You're basically Buzz Lightyear, you know, like walking
Basically.
around with this on your wrist.
In a dark room, this actually lights up pretty well.
Yeah, mine. I have like the same thing.
Yeah, it lights up well in a dark room.
But to have like a actual flashlight, maybe
Okay.
it doesn't have to be super bright, but that would come in handy a lot, at least in my opinion.
Okay, I have a question for each of y'all pertaining to watches, or to this watch. Do you think that the watches look better with the circular design or like the square design?
Circular, hands down. I love the circulars. I
Yeah,
can't do
as a
this.
fashion expert here, I'd say circular. Yeah, like that looks nicer than. Like the thing is, when it's a square, it looks like a piece of technology. When it's a circle, it's like kind of like more of a
Yeah.
fashion forward thing.
Well, this is from Fossil, and they make fancy watches.
Yep. That's why. I love
And yeah, that's why I picked this. 'Cause I'm like, I want a watch company
To make my smartwatch.
to make my smartwatch, just like that company in New York, that they're a glasses company that makes professional frames, and then they're like, let's put
make some smart
technology into
glasses.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I feel like if technology companies and fashion companies work together, like if Apple or Samsung got a collab going with one of those, they'd
Dude.
be bringing in the big bucks. There.
is.
Probably. Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. So
Apple,
last
if you're
week,
listening.
speaking of the fashion, last week we talked about the welt,
Oh, the
smart
the
belt.
Oh yeah,
the
smart
wearable
belt.
belt. The smart belt.
Smart
It's
Did you
like-
hear about that?
Yeah,
It
so
like-
they kind of brought it up a little bit. Yep.
It's like tracks your steps and like adjusts everything, and it's $250. So
I would
you
want,
could get.
I would want like if I got a welt, I would want it to be like a Batman utility belt. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
just
Dude.
like has everything you need in there.
So that's a true smart belt.
What would you want it to be able to do?
just like
Have a grappling
Have
hook
grappling
in it?
hook.
yes, just like
That's kind
just like again like it has like a little like I saw this movie where like it was like an anime movie. Like the dude like shot like a hook shot from his belt and like he had like a little like fishing like rod thing that you could like pull himself with.
That sounds pretty funny.
I would want it to
I
like.
had like a pillow, like a stand, like with a pillow, so you can like fall asleep in class.
I would do that. That'd be pretty cool.
Have
Maybe
like
to,
have like Mountain Dew shots on the side,
I like pull my belt off and it would turn into a sword or something.
or
that'd be pretty
or you could have a belt, and in that belt is a pin, and when you click the pin, it turns into a sword.
No. No Percy Jackson.
Percy
references.
Jackson. Like that's Percy Jackson.
I was thinking if y'all would get that. Dude, I haven't read or watched Percy Jackson since I was like 15. I don't know why all the Percy Jackson references are just coming to my head today.
I don't know. Because we talked about it.
But what it's like Percy Jackson's like basically like the hipsters version of Harry Potter. It's like
Low key.
low key. It's very
It's
Though
for,
Harry Potter's
it's
like 50
chil-
times
for
better.
Children though. It's not like
Yeah.
I don't know what Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's
I never
amazing.
read them.
It's amazing.
Are they aimed at like adults or kids?
I mean, as it goes on, like it gets more mature. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last book is really, like the last two books are kind of dark.
So like,
yeah, I'd say it's like what like.
okay, here's your Harry Potter review. What would you say like the youngest?
Like the youngest like demographic.
Yeah, like
Like
13, PG-13 or 16.
yeah, I'd say
or-
like I mean like if you're like a grade schooler, I'd say like the first book is okay. Like there's not really anything bad in the first book.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
The
Yeah.
next like 3 or 4, like the rest of the series is pretty much like
Pretty much
if you're a
Prisoner of
teen,
Azkaban on.
Yeah, I would say it's like PG-13 after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple of deaths in there.
Pretty deep, honestly.
Yeah.
And especially for a book that, I mean, this book was written in the 90s. Started in the 90s, and yeah. It's pretty deep, though.
I have no idea.
Pretty
I've
deep
read
for a wizard book. Anywho. What were we talking about? We finished? Wow.
Talking about the
Wait,
Pixel
we were talking
Watch.
about the Pixel Watch and ended with reviewing the age of Harry Potter.
Yeah, we were talking about the belt, the welt.
The welt.
So, well, all right. Last thing, smart toilet. What?
What's the company?
Numi.
Numi Smart Toilet. Okay, so I saw this on Your Average Consumer, and it's like this really, really nice. It doesn't look like a toilet. It's like this like square box thing, and it's like black, and it's got like the RBG lights.
What?
And so yeah,
That's like a razor made a toilet.
yeah, it's like a
Wow.
razor made a toilet, but like it has like seat warmers.
Are you serious?
But not only that, but on the bottom it has feet warmers for the bottom, so your feet can be warmed as well.
Wow.
He's like, while you're sitting on the throne. But it like has spray stuff that can help you clean your bum.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
Japanese.
It's like
bidet.
if Razor made a Japanese toilet. With,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, a
But
bidet, like sprays.
it's also a smart toilet.
What does that mean?
There's a speaker and it comes with built-in Alexa.
Are you serious?
So you can be like, Alexa,
What?
play an F. Alexa, what's the weather? Alexa, flush the toilet. Alexa, clean my butt. Alexa, warm the seat.
That's insanely hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay,
But the
so
thing
that-
was, I'll put a picture in the podcast. It looks really nice.
What?
What?
How much? Do you know how much it cost? Or a better
No.
question is, how much would you pay for one?
Okay. So when we replaced our last toilet like 7 years ago, I mean, you don't buy toilets that often.
Yeah.
Then I remember we got like kind of like a mid-grade one,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like 110, 115 bucks.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I might be crazy. I don't know how much toilets are. That's what I
I'm
remember.
not a toilet expert. I don't know.
That was at some hardware place, like
Lowe's or Home Depot?
Lowe's. I think it
Yeah.
was Lowe's.
Okay.
And just an average, basic, very basic toilet.
The last one we got, it said it could flush like a bunch of golf balls, so that's why we got it.
What? But the problem with that is it goes into the septic tank. Don't flush golf balls.
I mean, we're not
Please
going
don't.
to. I'm
That
just
will,
saying
that will ruin
it
the
said
that will
it
ruin the
could.
septic. That will ruin the septic tank, though.
I know, but it just said that it could if you
But
wanted
that's
to. It
pointless
had, like,
if you can't.
functionality.
Gosh. Okay, that's a different topic. Anyways, I mean, it's probably worth $400 or $500, honestly.
Would you pay that much for a smart toilet?
If
You'd
I
buy,
could
like, a
afford
1
it.
plus 5T.
If I could afford it,
I'm looking
yeah.
at some of these right now. It's going up to like $8,000
What
for
the-
for a Toto, and like $2,000 for a different one.
And the other one,
Some of them
this
are
other one looked
700.
nicer. And with like the RBG lights, like they play like different colors and they could change and stuff.
What?
Wow. Yeah, this was like 8.
Zach, how much would you be willing to
Some
pay
of
for a
these
smart toilet?
toilets are over $1,000.
I would only give it like this one right here is like 1,000 right here. That's probably the most I'd ever pay if I have that much, like that kind of money to have
Yeah.
the luxury to have a toilet like that.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta be making some bank if you're
Yeah.
gonna go and spend that much
Yeah.
on a toilet.
You need to get a raise at UPS, or maybe to sign a longer contract with your Zach in the Pack venture with Fanny. Venture of Fanny.
I'll sell it to Netflix. I'll sell,
Sell it
that
to
idea
Netflix.
to Netflix.
I don't know if Netflix does it. I think it's more of a Prime original show.
A Prime
Prime original. A
No
YouTube,
offense.
YouTube Red original.
YouTube Premium.
YouTube Premium original.
YouTube Premium original. I got you. I'll shoot it for you. I got you on that.
YouTube Premium.
So-
price.
Yeah. So, before you continue to look up prices, but before your fancy toilet dream gets flushed down the toilet, then did you have something else for Zach? Or was that video games?
No, I think I was going to video games after that.
Okay.
Have
I
we
think
gone to
we're-
video games?
I think we're done with this episode.
What time is it? Are we going to do? It's already 12. Let's just keep going.
On this episode?
Yeah, it's already 12.
We're at 37 minutes.
Well, I can
This is gonna be a long episode.
I can break it up on my own.
All right, ready and
Shrek, Shrek, I'm
Great.
a donkey. Shrek, Shrek, I'm a donkey.
Jeremy-